Bullet Echo is a game full of passion and unforgettable moments. Despite its simplicity, however, there are a few annoying things, which I wouldn't call mistakes, that some players do that will literally make you want to throw your phone across the room. These things are usually basic gameplay knowledge, and they don't really take smart thinking to know them. And yet, many players occasionally fall into them, which ruins the whole experience for many of us. The first thing is reviving a bot. I can understand. It's a good thing sometimes, as you can use your bot teammate as a bait to expose the enemy location. But some players, they take it very seriously. Even when it's between life and death situation, they risk themselves and their teams in general by staying behind just to revive a bot, which will eventually die to a train at best, or maybe the zone. However, that doesn't mean your bot teammate won't be able to kill the enemy who killed you and get revenge for you. But it's still not worth it in my opinion, especially if your team is moving fast. Another annoying thing about Bullet Echo is those goblin players who take all the loot. They pick up everything on the map, including packs and packs of ammo, leaving you wandering on the map just to find some ammo for your hero weapon, and usually, they just rush to the nearest enemy team and die, while you still have to find ammo to defend yourself and go get your fallen teammate. But the worst and most frustrating thing that they do is take that most needed weapon upgrade for your hero. Like when they are playing as a ghost or raven, and they pick your Leviathan armor, for example, or like when Tess or Satoshi take your Slayer or Blot scope upgrade. Next up is probably my most hated thing in the game, that someone can do, is when your teammate forgets about having a Zenith drone to help revive you. The main purpose of taking the Zenith drone is to benefit from its ability to revive fallen teammates, especially in those tight situations where you should have your weapon ready to shoot. So instead of reviving your teammate by yourself, you can just deploy your drone while you guard the place. The worst part yet about this is not just forgetting having the Zenith drone, because that rarely happens, but it's when they place it all wrong. The correct way to use the Zenith drone is by deploying behind a wall or some obstacle to prevent enemies from shooting it, unlike what many players do with their Zeniths, as they place it right in front of the enemy's gun. Next is the lack of team play. Game that supports team play, and it's basically all about teamwork. Many players intend to split up from their teams and go on their own path. I'm not judging, as everyone has their own strategies and tactics of their own. Specifically, some heroes that require unique lineups and moves. But nowadays, team synergy is everything. Staying within your team radius should always be one of your first priorities. The final, most frustrating thing that many players do is the friendly fire. Whether it was intentional or accidental, it is very annoying in both cases. The reason why I mentioned accidental friendly fire as well is that many players use a new hero which are not properly aware of its abilities, which creates some sort of false sense of control. They activate abilities without thinking about anything, and suddenly you're the one paying the price. It's understandable to learn by playing, but testing a new hero in those important game modes, such as squad versus squad or sabotage mode, without awareness can easily cost the whole team.